What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Nattie Boss, registered dietitian, fitness coach, lifestyle coach, and overall, I want to make you feel really good coach of bodybyboss.com. And today I wanted to talk about something that I get a lot of comments of, and I always get the term of being a badass. And honestly, that is like the best compliment I have ever gotten in my entire life, because it's what I strive for, guys. Who doesn't want to be called a badass on your resume? I mean, come on. So, that said, I reflected a little bit and said, what do I do that I think really makes me a badass? And I'm going to share those tips with you. These are my 5 top tips that you can start implementing today, no time to waste, so you can become your ultimate badass self. Tip number 1 is to give 100% into everything that you do. If you are a waitress or a waiter or you're scrubbing toilets, make sure that's the cleanest toilet that you ever dang did. And I can say that because I have scrubbed countless amounts of toilets, scrubbed sinks, scrubbed scum off dishes with happiness and a good attitude about it, because at the end of the day, how you do anything is how you do everything. And people do end up being envious if they see that you're able to do something, give it 100%, even if somebody views it as a poor man's job or as, maybe not a leadership position. Who gives a shit? As long as you're giving your best, people are going to find that vibe and they're going to vibe with you and they're going to want to follow you regardless, because they want what you are doing. So that's one way to be a badass, is just give everything 100%. From eating and fueling your body 100% to giving it your all in the gym, to your relationships, to your workforce and your business. Give it 100%. Don't half-ass anything you do. People will notice and people just don't want to be a part of that tribe. The second tip for being a badass: follow the critics. Now, this is something that I kind of took a while to realize, that it was something that instead of using as a negative thing, getting criticism, you fuel that and fuel your fire and your passion by following the criticism. So what that means is, whenever there's going to be pushback, and if you have an idea, if you are thinking about doing something, and when you share it with your friends or family, and the first response you get back is something negative, this is your cue that you are onto something great, and if you follow through with it, it's going to be a breakthrough for you. And it could be as small or big, it doesn't matter how big, but regardless, it's going to be a breakthrough that can transform your life and maybe even other people's lives, depending on what that is. But the key is, if there is criticism, that means people are uncomfortable. People are stirred up because the social norm is stirred up. People don't like change. But guess what? You have an obligation to create change in this world to make it a better place in your life, in other people's lives, and for the world as a whole. And I'm all about stirring up that pot, you know what I'm saying? I am not a ordinary chick by any means. I love to create chaos. I love to create that criticism, because I know if I can do that, then I'm getting closer to my goal. I'm getting more people to think, and more people to think outside the box, so that they can start questioning, which we'll get to in a second, and really stepping into their greatness in that way. That leads me into my third tip, and that is ask questions all the time. Now, it might not seem like it's a badass kind of tip, but it really is. I have been an inquisitive person my entire life. I have questioned everything. I never just accept what anybody tells me. And yes, there is a con to that, and there is a flaw, and I have been told my flaws. But I think of it more as a positive thing, because in my opinion, I want to experience things for myself to get my own physical, tangible experience, so that whenever I have a question asked to me, I can give them an authentic answer because I went through the experience, as opposed to hearsay and as opposed to what people told me the outcome was going to be. I want to experience it for myself, because everybody has different perspectives, and you experience things because of your past experiences and your education and like who you are as a person. Everybody experiences things differently, so you can't just accept what other people are saying. because that's just bonkers. You have to experience it for yourself, for your own growth and evolution as a human being. So when you ask questions, again, you're stirring that social norm because people don't want you to ask questions. My teachers in high school and in grade school, and even some college professors, you would think that was a safe haven to ask questions because you're there to learn. I would still get pushback from my professors and teachers. Like, I never understood that. I was like, I'm here to learn, but yet when I ask a question, you roll your eyes and say, of course, Natalie has another question. It's like, of course, because I'm not just going to take your word as Bible. I want to have a discussion. I want to see what can we create from this. And when you do that, people appreciate that. Even though they might not admit it, they deep down appreciate it, and they sure as hell are jealous of your ability to do that. And I'm not saying jealousy is, what to aim for, but people do get a little envious and jealous because they want to be able to do that. They're just scared and they don't know how to. So if you can be that vessel for other people, people will appreciate that and they will love you and they will learn to want to be a follower under you because they believe in your leadership, and that's really what it's about. So to be a badass, you gotta ask questions. So guys, I don't want to make this video super long, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you subscribe to my channel, and you hit the notification bell because you will get posted next Monday that I have part 2, which will have the remainder tips I have for you guys to become a badass. Let's make a badass tribe, guys. That's what it's about. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, a fantastic week, and remember, you are in control of your life, and as long as you keep that in the forefront of your mind, you can do anything. This I cannot stress enough.